Hello fellow mutants, welcome back to another video, and in this video we're going to talk about how, apparently according to this article, Bob Iger will not allow the Disney parks to save the company. I'm interested, so let's not dilly-dally, let's get into this. While his recent movies failing at the box office, the studio writers and actors marching outside the gate, and recent remarks from Bob Iger killing his popularity, the Disney parks are currently the Walt Disney Company's most successful asset. The problem with that scenario is that the corporate is still constricting guests with regulations and pricing them out of the tier tickets. Playing at Disney parks vacation was a breeze when guests could pick their hotel, ticket package, and dining plan. However, additions like Genie Plus, the reservation system, and the increase of ticket prices have made planning a chore, even for the most dedicated Disney fans. Even so, Iger can save Disney's name if he makes the necessary changes to the parks. I mean, like referring things back to how they were in terms of like the booking the hotel ticket prices and reducing the cost of some things at the parks. Because that could help. So, the parks can rise, Disney parks can rise again. Despite the magical empire being built upon animated features, Disney seems to have dropped the ball, given the recent reports from theaters. However, Bob Iger can undo most of the damage if he pulls the right move regarding the parks. The company needs to reprioritize things and direct more funding and devotion to Disneyland and Walt Disney World. Many hardcore Disney buffs have pointed out precisely what Iger can do to pull the company name out of the muck, and the parks can arguably be fixed. Although summer is typically the park's biggest and busiest season, but there's a noticeable decline in guest attendance. Yeah, I was hearing from someone one of the Geeks and Gamers people how Disney's been using the term excuse of, oh, it's Florida's hype as an excuse for why there's such a decrease or decline of the attendance of guests. I can tell you right now, as a fan of the Disney parks, and I am not trying to say this for everyone, but I'm pretty sure that there's a good majority of people who feels this way. We don't care about the heat. It will compensate. I mean, there are plenty of buildings that we can go to get away from the heat. There are sure, it might be a bit pressure than me just going to the Target to get a bottle of water. Well, this has water in it. There's but there's water where we can put or whatever liquid so we can get to cool us down to walk in the heat. So I don't think the Florida heat is the reason why there's the decline in guest attendance, in my humble opinion. But anyways, it might be something other than the hard-keeping crowds out of Disney. Reports of rides stalling and breaking down, cast members layoffs, and blatant downgrades between Disneyland and Walt Disney World have truly left a bad taste in guests' mouths. But that doesn't mean that the issue had gone beyond repair. All it would take for Iger would be a case of redirection and redistribution. The Disney park reputation can be extraordinarily extolled if the company commits to three things: a more accessible ticket price across all parks, hiring more maintenance workers, and creating a better funding distribution to balance the Disney experience. I can kind of see where they're getting at. If Disney refers to their pricing and practices before 2020, as seen here, there's no doubt that the guests wouldn't come floating back into the parks. Moreover, more funding, maintenance, and workers to attend it would create an influx of jobs while restoring the parks simultaneously. However, Disney should also not neglect one location over the other. That's true. At one point, both parks were catered to, creating the most magical experience they could offer guests. It doesn't make financial sense that Disney would put one park over the other, especially since Walt Disney World arguably caters to a larger population. It's becoming a persistent problem, regardless of how Iger and Disney management handles the issues mentioned. It will take time and effort. That said, it would help ease tension and bring the magic of the Disney parks to a broader audience again. The question is, will they or won't they? I have to actually agree. Getting back to... Okay. Guess from what I haven't been to Disney since 2016. Back when things were like simpler and the parks were like booming, right? Since then, they had Genie Plus, which is like this complicated sounding fast pass. Better funding distribution to balance the Disney experience. That could help, as well as like maintenance workers. Sure, for one things get broken down, they can quickly fix it. Essentially, I think, because now like we're dealing with the strikes, right? And now like for the most part, there aren't any new material being made for the most part, because like most companies are not allowing production to be made, or if they're like actors to promote said movie because of the strikes. Now, like, I did cover this article. I did make this video, I should say, that has yet to come out at the time of me making this video, and probably the release of this video, where I did talk about how there's this movie starring Jenna Ortega and Paul Rudd, where they were granted permission to still produce the film and have it be released regardless of the writers, the whole strikes that's going on, where like Jenna Ortega and Paul Rudd are playing father and daughter. I'm going to like watch that because one, I'm a Paul Rudd fan, and two, I'm also a Jenna Ortega fan and have great amount of respect for Jenna Ortega. But yeah, my point is, because like there's the writer strikes going on, and even though like Disney's still going to like be like still has some projects that are coming out, like the Marvels, which I don't know if it's going to come out in November now, because I've heard there's possibly going to be a delay. I don't know. And there's like the Ahsoka show. There's like 2 Star Wars shows that are coming out, Ahsoka and I think the Acolytes is what it's called. And who knows what else Disney's going to release, which I don't think it's that many at the moment. But my point is, well, but the Marvel's going to be on theaters. The 2 Star Wars shows I mentioned is going to be on Disney Plus. And my point is, while they aren't able to release anything really in theaters outside of those like 3 things that I'm aware of that they are going to be releasing real soon, especially Ahsoka, because Ahsoka's going to be releasing in like in about a month's time. By the time of this recording, Disney can heavily rely on the parks at this time. And like this article said, it's going to take time for them to like build the the reputation that they once had up again. But in time, Disney will be able to, if Bob Iger allows the parks to actually save Disney, Disney can easily be in profit easily. And let's say that we're good for like the next 5 years, and then so like 5, 6, 7, 8. So 2028, we are in another. 2028, we're in another strike, kind of like how we are right now, where there's not gonna be any like movies or new films being under production or probably be delayed because of the strike, right? Disney sure it like won't really be affected all too much because the success of the parks. They will if they take the steps that this article said that Disney should. Disney sure it might they might hurt in the movie side of things, but the park side of things will 100% be able to pick up the slack that the movie side of things wouldn't be able to do, or has lost, if that makes sense. So Disney has, and I feel like it's a fair thing to say, Disney has been at least most people's childhoods, not everyone's childhood, one way or another. And I want Disney to succeed. I want nothing but the best for Disney. I love Disney. Most of my life has been Disney. That or the Ninja Turtles. Which, I know the Ninja Turtles it's not Disney, but still. So I want nothing but the best for Disney. And the only people that would be getting in Disney's way is Disney themselves. But what do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section down below. Love you guys. Have a wonderful day. Be kind to one another. I will talk to you, fellow mutants, later.